this video, we're going to look at the things you should know about credit scores. The first thing you should know, what are the ratings? So the scores range from poor to excellent. They vary by each of the bureaus, but consider 300 to about 580 to be on the poor side, and then 800 to 850 to be excellent. Most people fall somewhere in between. Second, how are scores calculated? So the biggest portion of your score is based on your payment history. So that's why it's so important to keep everything paid and up to date. Then the amounts owed is about 30% of the score. And then new credit, any new cards that you added or any new credit lines that you've added will be about 10%. Then the credit mix is about 10%. And 15% of it is the length of the credit history. So new cards hurt you, new lines of credit hurt you until you get that length of credit history. So third, what's actually included in your credit report? Of course, your name, your address, and your social security number are all included. It will also include any public records that have bankruptcies or liens or anything that you've gone to court over from a financial perspective. So bear that in mind. It will also list any collections that are set up for late pays or non-pays. So it's very important that you are paying everything on time and every time. If you have anything that is a late pay or non-pay, you need to bring that current. A large part of your credit report is going to be the trade lines, or what they call trade lines. Those include credit cards, car loans, mortgages, student loans, and retail accounts. So of course, if you have multiple credit cards, they'll all show up there. If you have multiple car loans, they'll all show up there. And your current mortgage, if you're not a first-time buyer, is going to show up as well. All of those things are going to make a large effect on your credit report. Then it's also going to show any inquiries, so any credit applications that you've made. So if you've gone out to try and buy a new car and they've run your credit, that's going to show up there. So once you start this home buying process, your mortgage process, don't go buying any new cars. Don't do anything that's going to negatively affect your credit. From the mortgage standpoint, once you make one mortgage inquiry, you have 30 days to make multiple mortgage inquiries that won't affect your credit report. So number 4, how can you improve your credit score? You need to fix any errors that appear on the report. You can carefully review the credit report from all 3 bureaus, make sure you're checking them all, and dispute any incorrect or missing data from your report. By contacting that specific bureau, you have to work with each bureau and get those corrected if they're errors. You have to pay bills on time. Use reminders and always pay on time. What you might want to do is set up from your bank, set up your payments as recurring payments, just to make sure that those payments are always made on time. If you have anything that are behind, or you need to get those current, and you need to stay current. So don't let bills get behind. Make sure they're current and keep them current. If you're struggling or having trouble making ends meet, make sure you reach out to the creditors and ask them for a payment plan. Many creditors are willing to work with you. Get a payment plan and prevent anything going into collections. You need to pay down your balances. Try and keep everything low so your utilization is low. Spread your utilization across multiple cards so that no one card is overextended. You don't want to have a card that's not used and then another card that's 100% used the balance. That's not a good thing. Don't open any new credit lines and don't close any existing credit lines. You don't want to reduce your access to credit. So you want to make sure you keep those credit lines open. Number 5, how can you fix errors on your credit report? So you can contact Equifax, Experian, or TransUnion. Each of the contact websites are shown here. Each of those bureaus has a way to create a dispute online. So you can just go online, create that dispute, and they will help you to get that error resolved. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There's plenty of other videos to look at to help you through your home buying process.